Right, bro. So you've got a big problem, right? You're actually like distracted as fuck, but you're still ambitious as fuck as well, right? So what do you do in this situation? Well, you gotta think about it and think like if you're really that ambitious, you wouldn't really be distracted by the distractions. The distractions will be just that, just distractions. And if you're ambitious enough, um, it wouldn't matter, right? And so you gotta ask yourself, like, are you ambitious enough? Is my current situation shitty enough for me to change, right? Bro, like the reason that you're in the position that you're in right now is that you're too comfortable, right? If you didn't know, like men are built on uncomfortability. So like if you're just in your comfort zone, you're not really moving up a level like every time whether it's fitness, whether it's business, you're not like exploring further. Like you're not ambitious at all. You just think you're ambitious, but you're not because you're watching like Andrew Tate reels on fucking reels, right? You think you're ambitious, but you're actually not, right? What you need to realize is that the comfort is like the killer of dreams, bro. And the thing is, like, you not taking a risk is the biggest risk of all, right? I don't blame you for the fact that you're distracted either, cause like I'm distracted sometimes as well. I'm not the end all be all. At the end of the day, right? Everyone's getting distracted these days, like with social media and whatnot. You open your phone and you get bombarded with all these notifications that literally mean nothing, right? It literally means nothing in the grand scheme of things, and it's not really helping your life at all. If anything, it's hurting your life. So you might think you're like FOMOing, out of certain things because like you have like a fear of missing out, right? Um, but like you're not really fucking missing out on anything, bro. Like trust me, you're really not. So the first action step for you is to literally get rid of social media, right? At the end of the day, it's useless. If you're not a creator like me, like if you're not like creating content online, like you need to get rid of it because you're just a consumer, right? It does two things to you, right? It literally frees up your time, obviously, like literally hours of doom scrolling. Um, and also you free up your like headspace in terms of like all this drama that you've been watching on YouTube and all this celebrity bullshit. But like yeah, all of that vanishes out of your head and it's just you and your thoughts at the end of the day, right? Um, and that's when you can take massive action, and you can come up with a master plan to literally like get your life an upward spiral, right? The thing is like you still need to want it bad enough, right? There's a reason why millionaires, like most millionaires, literally come from nothing, right? It's because they want it bad enough. But a prime example is Andrew Tate, right? He was literally in one of the poorest areas of the UK, and he literally ascended himself from that to like a multi-millionaire. He's probably like a billionaire by now, to be honest. With the amount of supercars that he's buying, but like he wanted it bad enough, right? Um, all you people out there, like including myself, like just don't want it bad enough. Like we're comfortable in the spot that we are in, and that's just killing everything else, right? Like it's killing our ambition. It's killing because like at the slightest sign of struggle, we give up, right? Whereas like people like Andrew Tate, like there's no other option other than just to make it work, right? Um, and that's that at the end of the day, right? If he doesn't make it work, like then what? Just be fucking homeless. That's the reality that he was facing. Like if he didn't make it work, he was gonna be pretty much like homeless. And he was pretty much homeless at one point as well, if I can remember correctly. But yeah, like most of us won't be homeless if we don't, succeed with a business model, or like don't get into shape, or like, because he was fighting and stuff like that as well. So like on the side, but he was trying to make money as well, right? But he was doing both at the same time, and he couldn't lose any of them. And we're out here like trying to do like, oh yeah, let me try dropshipping, bro. Or tries to like 2 weeks and just fucking quits. Like yeah, and it's the same with fitness as well. Like you just do like, oh yeah, bro, let me go to the gym. It's a new year, new me. Everyone's gonna start going to the gym in 2025 in January. And everyone's gonna quit after like a month because like they see no gains. because they're not doing everything right, and like outside of the gym as well. Anyway, that's just like tangent, but like what my point is like you need to want it bad enough, right? At the end of the day, if you don't want it bad enough, like someone else will overtake you and get what you wanted, right? Or get your piece of the pie as well as theirs. So, and it's abundant, bro. Like the wealth in this world is abundant. You need to have an abundance mindset and stuff like that, right? The life that you want is out there. But the thing is, like, are you willing to do what it takes to get it? Is the question at the end of the day, right? And if you're not willing to do what it takes, then it's not gonna come to you, right? Anything that's worth having, is gonna be hard to get, right? And also, like, if it was easy, like everyone would have it, right? And we don't want things that's easy. We want things that nobody else has, right? That's what makes it special. That's what makes it fun, right? At the end of the day, so. And I like to bring up this analogy. It's not even an analogy. It's like illustration that I've seen online. There's a man digging for diamonds, in like a tunnel or whatever. And he gives up at the very last moment. Like he's about to find the diamonds, and he just gives up, and he turns back. And there's a man below him, like digging really hard as well, like, and he's gonna find the diamonds, obviously, and like the other person didn't because he gave up at the last minute, right? At the last end stage of like struggle, he gave up. So yeah, you might be like, just one step away from success, and you don't even know it, and you just give up, and like you just try to move on with your life. But like you would have been successful if you just went just a little bit further, and put your all into it, right? But it's always hard. I know, like um, obviously, like you don't know where the tunnel ends and like where the light at the end of the tunnel is, right? So like you're going at something, and like it doesn't work out, and you're like, okay, maybe it doesn't work at all, you know. But at the end of the day, like there's always light at the end of the tunnel, and you need to realize that. And there's no light without dark. There's no success without struggle. Uh, and it's a yin and yang situation, where one cannot exist without the other, and that's what this world is like made out of, right? So the first step is to get rid of social media, right? What's the second step? The second step is to have a massive goal, right? And what you need to do is not fucking just look at the goal and be like, okay, that's my goal, that's my goal, that's my goal. Just look at it every day and like not put in the work, right? And that's just a dreamer situation, like that's not gonna come true if you don't put in the work, right? And to put in the work, what you need to do is you need to literally break it down into smaller chunks of like goals, where it's like monthly goal, weekly goal, and a daily goal, right? What you need to do every day to literally get there, right? If you're literally like taking this shit seriously, like if you're really an ambitious person, um, if you're ambitious enough, like you would like take this shit seriously, right? Um, and what you need to do is, just literally just break it down into chunks and be like, otherwise you're gonna get overwhelmed, right? You're gonna get overwhelmed about the big goal, and you're gonna be like, okay, that's too big. Maybe I should, come down a little bit and like set a realistic goal, you know. And that's when like things start to go in a downward spiral, right? You just go, okay, maybe I can't achieve it at all. Maybe I'm just a fucking loser. You know what I mean? And like it doesn't work that way, bro. Like you need to set an unrealistic goal first. Like it's like if you shoot for the stars, you land on the moon, right? You need to set an unrealistic goal and literally just walk towards it with like daily chunks of micro goals, if you want to call it that. And at the end of the day, you'll fucking make it, bro. Before you know it, like you take the next step, the next step, the next step, and before you know it, you're at the top of the mountain, And we all know the compounding effect. We know the exponential curve. Shit compounds, bro. So for you, it might be some different tasks that you need to do every day that needs to be done for you to get to that goal, right? For me, it's recording a video every single day and putting it out on YouTube, right? If I don't do that, that's a non-negotiable. and my other non-negotiable is going to the gym every day and doing my cardio as well while lifting weights. So those are my non-negotiables. Like that'll get me towards my goals. That's like the daily chunk that I broke it down into. That'll get me to 1,000 subscribers. That'll get me to my dream body. You know. So like, you need to fucking just dial in and just lock the fuck in, bro. So it all depends on your big goal, and like what you need to do is after you get your reps in and stuff like that. You do a certain number of, let's say like a video amount a week. You need to open a feedback loop, right? You need to get feedback from, let's say, like your community if you're doing like YouTube videos, and you need to know what you can improve on. You need to literally open that feedback loop and literally get feedback and correct your course along the way, like a fucking ship sailing to a lighthouse, right? So that's that at the end of the day, bro. And that's all I wanted to say. Like, if you're really ambitious, bro, you make this show work. You know, no matter how hard it is, you find a way, bro. And it all starts here. Like it all starts in the mind, and like if you can see it here, you can fucking just manifest it into real life, right? You can bend time and reality into your own will. That's what manifestation is at the end of the day. But you can't get there without putting the fucking work, So yeah, that's that. And that it. Oh, fucking started at the last minute of the fucking video, bro. That's that at the end of the day. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace.